Hey guys, welcome back to yourstory.com. As usual, I've got wonderful startups. I've got Malesh Reddy, the founder of InsureMile. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you. How about
No,
you?
it's amazing that you have spent 20 years abroad, almost 25 years in the US and Asia Pacific.
Right.
You spent your life in the insurance industry.
Right.
You've come back to startup in India.
Right.
And that too focused on millennials and how they buy insurance.
Right.
Are millennials buying insurance policies?
At this moment, no, but they have to because it's catching up. The time is up now.
Correct.
So they have to cover their risks.
Yes.
In financially,
Yes.
and they are the best earners at this moment.
I agree.
Compared to in Indian market or Asian market. So they have to start thinking of how
Insurance,
they can cover the financial.
By the
risk.
way, I know insurance is boring for you guys. You know, people just tell you to buy it for tax
Right,
purposes.
right.
But InsureMile allows you to buy insurance for your needs.
Correct.
Okay. Let's start with a few examples. You know, most millennials have bikes.
Right.
Right. And most of them say buy motor insurance. But motor insurance is much more expensive.
Right.
So you ask them to buy what kind of insurance? Then?
Yeah. So first thing is motor insurance is a very different thing. The purpose of buying motor insurance is to cover two things. One is a motor itself. The second thing is a person who is driving or who is on the
Correct.
driving. So these are the two types. So we have called comprehensive motor insurance. That's called motor insurance. There is a third party insurance. It is only covers a person who is driving or a person who met with the accident. The other person it covers.
The person on pillion also.
Yeah, pillion or unnamed driver.
So what you're trying to say is don't buy the comprehensive, just go for third party insurance.
Yeah.
That's enough.
I am not telling that. This is Supreme Court of India itself is has told that you must have a TP, third party insurance, a person moving from point A to B.
So there you go. When Supreme Court itself has said that buy third party insurance,
Right.
everybody is just selling the comprehensive.
Correct.
And not third party.
Right.
By comprehensive, these guys end up paying more.
Right.
Third party, although it's less premium,
Right.
it covers everybody.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
That's amazing.
So now because why people are not selling or people are not aware, two things, right? The third party comes with a different risk and also price is very cheaper. I mean it's just 85% cheaper than the comprehensive.
Very true.
It starts from 700, 500 rupees to for a two-wheeler. For a car, start from 1,400 to 1,500
So
rupees.
there you go, guys. You have it. So go to InsureMile and check out a motor insurance policy. Third party is more important than your comprehensive.
Right.
Check that out. And then healthcare is another aspect.
Right.
You know, most of them are young people. They'll say, "Why do I need health insurance?"
Correct.
And secondly, they'll say, "When I'm in a company, they've given me this group insurance.
Right.
Is it really good for me or not?"
Correct.
Right. But you're saying that even there are policies that you sell for millennials.
Right.
You want to talk about it?
Yes.
And most of us end up buying medical.
Right.
That's what we're
So
sold.
now the most younger generation in India, as working in IT companies or MNCs, has got a group insurance.
Okay.
Almost close to 99% is covered. What does it mean? Most these guys will cover Mediclaim policy.
Yes.
Means if something happened to you, whether it's a major, whether it's a minor, before going to the hospital, inside the hospital, coming out of the hospital, after cure, it will be taken care.
Yes.
Right? These are the key things.
Correct.
Okay. The first thing is, important thing is this is covers as long as you are on employment.
After
Number
that, it
one.
does not.
If you leave the job, right, for 2 months, 1 month, and if there is a gap also, it will not be covered. First
Very
thing,
true.
right? That's
Very
the first thing you must know.
So in this financial year, if somebody leaves now,
Right.
you will not get that insurance.
Right.
It's finished.
Finish.
Yes.
Okay. So now the second point is the younger generation always force the question, we are healthy, why do we need health
Yeah, they
insurance?
don't get any disease. So
Yeah, why do we
are
need
you
it?
forcing me to
Yeah,
buy?
it's-
And again, they do it for tax purposes.
Actually, health is become very unique products available now. If you check out, most specific health companies has got. So there is a policy called personal accident health
Personal
policy.
accident policy.
Yeah, personal accident health policy.
Okay.
So this policy is so cheap. I mean, it costs about just not even 100 rupees per month. It covers everything.
It covers everything.
Everything.
Including hospital
Example,
beds,
take
medical.
1 lakh as a
Okay.
young person is not married or married, he required 1 lakh or 2 lakhs max, right? Some insured.
All you have to pay is 100.
Yeah, you pay $100 enough ready. So you get a personal accident. If you are met with an accident, you get a 2 lakhs. If it's a permanent disability, temporary disability, plus hospital expenses, everything is
So that's
covered.
amazing. You're saying that young people don't get diseases, so
Right.
they don't have to go for Mediclaim.
Right.
Instead, they are more prone to accidents,
Correct.
which is true.
Right.
India accident deaths are more.
Right.
So they can go for this health personal accident policy.
Correct.
Which covers their expenses during
Right.
an accident.
Accident
Right.
and death
That's
benefits.
interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting. That's another policy. That
Yeah, right.
Then there's one more policy that we want to talk about: life insurance. Right.
Right.
There's one more thing that you asked. In life insurance, people think that I buy it because
Right.
I'm getting old,
Right.
and maybe at that point of time I need it.
Right.
Right?
So,
but you've got a policy for
right,
young people
right.
too.
So life insurance is Asia and Western is completely a different dimension because the two sides of a coin.
What do they think about it in Asia?
Yeah. In Asia, we always consider is a non-living benefit.
Yes.
Means life means after a person dies, somebody else enjoying the benefit is
Correct.
called life insurance.
Correct.
Right? In Western, it is not. Life insurance means it's a living benefit. What does it mean? Now in India also, there is a new age companies. There's plenty of insurance companies has come up with a plenty of
Correct.
new products which gives a living benefit. What does it mean? Right.
What does it mean actually?
Yeah.
I'm very curious now.
Yeah. So now, if you see the younger generation, most of the people earn good, spend also good,
Yeah, spend a lot.
right? Spend good,
Double their earnings.
Yes.
Yes.
So their liability is also very high.
True.
Right. So now, due to many reasons, if it's a death is happened, person has liability to serve whoever dependents,
Yes.
plus all the dependents has to carry the life, right? There is a very good policies. It's called you can buy it. It's called limited liability policy or income policy.
Okay.
Both are there. You can combine together. You can take example the policy for a person who is earning 1 lakh. You can buy a policy. Sum insured 16 years means 16 lakhs policy. It covers 25% of income. If any death is happened, it will give you 25% of income.
Interesting.
Plus a liability of a person who has. So that has some terms and condition. 60% you must have of the income.
Mr. Malesh, I must tell you, I think this country
Right.
sells insurance because they need commissions. Right? It's not
Right.
because they want to solve the needs
Right,
of people.
right.
Right? That's why penetration is also very low.
No, it is not okay. One way it is true. The required commission is because India is very large country. You want to meet one person, you need to spend 2 hours, right? Whether it's an agent, whether it's an insurance company, that 2 hours cost has to make. So now it's a time has come, digital. You by click you can get it everything. So that you can cost also down.
Okay, so that's
Right?
how penetration is
Then
increased.
that's
Today,
how-
what's the penetration? 3.2%.
Yeah, 3.2%. 20 years back 2.2%, now 3.2%.
So only 100 basis
Yeah,
points.
100 plus, yeah. So important is connectivity, digital, right? Now Geo is making
Yes.
noise and Paytm is making noise.
And
So it's-
UPI also.
Yeah, UPI also. So now it is a right time. People can buy because currently in India or Asia is still insurance is a push product. It's
not
like
push
newspaper.
product.
It's like newspaper. You just buying whether you read or not, buying something, right?
Correct.
So unless insurance become a byproduct, means I buy whenever I want for a need for at that particular time. This is the key thing. If you don't do that, until then this penetration will not never go up.
Okay, you've come back. You've set up your company. There are giants in the insurance tech industry
Right.
who raised lots of money, more than 100 million, some of them.
Correct.
How do you want to compete against those? I know you've spent a lot of money to
Right,
build this too,
right.
and focused on the millennial and focused on the need.
Right.
And I like the fact that you don't take email IDs, you don't take mobile numbers.
Right.
Only when I buy the policy will you service us.
Right.
Till then you don't want to know who
No,
we are.
yes.
Which is amazing.
Right.
Which is giving me privacy. There is no third party calling me
Right.
and saying, why
Right,
didn't you
right.
buy this policy? You came and surfed with us.
That's called
And-
push product, right?
Correct.
That's what you can.
Yes, you want it to be a pull product.
Right. So two key points, pain points we took. We have analyzed as per IRDA regulation is concerned. 55 million people every year searches insurance. However, 6.2 million people only buy a policy. So 90% still gap is there online. People are searching.
So 50
not
million
that
search every year.
Every year,
only
6.2 million people are buying the policy.
Okay.
So 90% gap is there. Even whether it's somebody, I mean, the giants are there, still not able to do anything. Not even a 10% they are penetrated. In the market, existing market I'm talking about, not that underinsured
So
or not insured.
the guys who have raised money also have not penetrated.
Not penetrated.
So the market therefore is huge.
It's huge. You can, another 10 or 15, 20 companies can coexist. It's like bank.
So you're not just an aggregator, but you will create policies by working with the insurer for the millennial.
Right. The personalized policy for their need, for their purpose, and to match their price.
So by the way, you do claim servicing.
Right.
Which means that once I've bought the policy with you, you will take care of me through the life cycle of renewing and settlement.
Right. No, this is traditionally everyone doing.
Okay.
We are a different.
Okay. You want
unique.
to explain that?
Yeah. So how we are doing is, regardless of whether you bought a policy from our side or someone, doesn't matter. You need not to buy a policy from our side. Example, you have a LIC policy, we still service you. You can download our app. We can service you. So without our customer, we still service you any policy, any insurer. So that's a unique benefit.
I can buy multiple policies.
Yes.
But you will service.
Yeah. Without buying from us, we can still service you.
And I like the fact that there are 3 different business models here.
Right.
You know, and I will not reveal the business model yet.
Right.
Yeah. But it's interesting that insurance tech is still relevant.
Right.
Because if I give you the numbers, guys, only 38 million people buy life policies.
Right.
22 million health policies and 80 million motor vehicle insurance.
Right.
Think about it. How big is our nation? 1.2 billion.
Right.
So and only growing.
Right.
So what problems as an entrepreneur would you face? I mean, you have to go raise money now.
Right.
Are you raising money? But because you worked abroad, are you going to self-fund the project?
No. See, always the important for an entrepreneur, right? 3 key things. One is a customer. One is a product. One is an organization. Right? I mean, your organization is bringing customer and product.
Yes.
In order to scale, right? Because any disruption has got a life now. It's not like earlier olden days entrepreneurs. If you start the company, you can sustain 10 years. You can still doing the same thing.
Correct.
Now, the things are changing. Not maximum is 36 months.
Yes.
So you have to disrupt the market. You cannot be saying that I have done this. It is my baby. I am taking care. I will be living another 10 years. No such thing. You have to disrupt the market. If you want to disrupt the market, now you have a disruption. You know what is the market is, what is the unique products you have, and how you want to serve them. So you have to scale it bigger and better and faster. In order to do that, you need a people, you need a money, you need a scale, right? Faster. So this is always as part of our organization. So
you're constantly re-innovating.
Right.
Bringing in new products.
You have to re-innovate in every part of the organization. Otherwise, you will not able to scale.
So great. That's a great lesson in staying relevant.
Right.
And in your 20 years abroad as a leader in various insurance companies,
right.
What is the one thing that you've learned about customer behavior?
See, customer behavior. If you see 5 years back, take it 5 years back, insurance and finance both, customer predominantly 95% is offline.
Right.
Means I know everything. If you go to the bank, even now in India, go to the bank, they won't give you anything in writing. No brochure available, right? If you want to go FD, they will tell you 7.5%, that's all, right? Predominantly everything human driven.
Yes.
Right? Finance and insurance. Insurance, even now today, 78% predominantly human driven.
So you want it to be tech driven.
Tech driven, the benefit must go to customer. That's the focus, what we are thinking. Because if you want to benefit as to focus means you have to simplify the product. Because now most life insurance product is so complex. Benefit A, benefit B, benefit C, this is not included, this is not excluded. And the policy is expired. Example, I have mentioned motor insurance, the TP. Now, if you have motor insurance, if it is expired, you want to renew it, you can't renew it. It takes 2 days. You have to wait for surveyor to come, all those things. If it's a TP, you can, the policy expired doesn't matter. You can click and you can buy it.
So in a comprehensive, I have to wait for a surveyor to
Right,
come and check it out.
right.
But a
That's-
third party, this is information that nobody's
Nobody
promoting.
knows. The reason is because they don't want to sell the product.
And maybe because they're getting commissions from the
Yeah,
other product.
that's
right?
because.
By the way, I can assure that InsureMile doesn't take commissions, right?
Right.
And by the way, they have 3 different business models. They're only focused on selling the right policy for you,
Right.
the policy that you want,
Right.
and not what somebody else is
Correct,
selling.
correct. Correct.
On that road, Mr. Malesh,
Right.
it's an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you very
and
much.
guys, check out InsureMile. There's an app
Please.
also.
Yes.
It's called
also
InsureMile?
InsureMile app.
It's on iOS and Android.
Yes, both. And you can
Fantastic.
also check with the web.
Web also.
Web
directly.
also. You can
Great.
check out.
Great. Check
Thank
it
you.
out. Another great startup.
Thank you.
A person who's come
Look
back from
forward
abroad.
and look forward to
No,
support also. Okay.
associate ourselves with you. Maybe you should get the entire Your Story office to buy you insurance. Thanks, guys.